Have you ever considered that your phone might now be the most intimate object you own? 20 years ago, intimacy meant physical touch, shared space, and whispered conversations in the same room. Today, for millions of people, intimacy happens through screens, across borders, and sometimes without the people involved ever meeting in person. What once seemed futuristic or even taboo is now a part of daily life. From dating apps to private chats, from video calls to shared photos, the way we connect has shifted dramatically. And while some still see digital intimacy as a lesser form of connection, for others, it has become a primary way to explore, express, and experience love and desire. Digital intimacy is more than just sending a flirty text. It's the emotional and sexual connection built through technology. Whether it's sexting, video calls, immersive virtual reality encounters, or AI-powered companionship that learns your preferences over time. It can be playful and passionate, helping couples maintain closeness when they're apart, or allowing individuals to explore fantasies in a safe and private space. But there's a clear line between healthy digital intimacy and harmful online sexual activity. Healthy digital intimacy is based on consent, mutual respect, and privacy. Exploitative forms, such as coercion, non-consensual sharing of intimate content, or predatory interactions, strip away the trust and safety that make intimacy meaningful. The difference isn't in the medium, but in the intentions and ethics of those involved. The rise of virtual sexual relationships is not an accident. It's the result of technology transforming how we connect. Smartphones put an entire world of potential partners in our pockets, making it possible to send a text, share a photo, or start a video call at any moment. High-speed internet has removed the lag that once made digital intimacy feel clunky or detached, allowing for fluid, real-time interactions that mimic face-to-face connection. Virtual reality and augmented reality have taken it even further, offering immersive experiences that let people feel as though they are in the same room, even when they are thousands of miles apart. AI chatbots and virtual companions now add a new dimension, learning personalities, preferences, and desires, creating relationships that feel increasingly personal. The pandemic acted as a catalyst, accelerating adoption of these technologies when physical distancing made in-person intimacy difficult or impossible. During lockdowns, many people turned to digital intimacy not just as a substitute, but as a discovery of new ways to connect. These trends have also erased geographical boundaries. People are forming sexual and romantic relationships with partners across continents, often never meeting physically, but still sharing deep emotional and sexual bonds. In many ways, the world has become one vast, interconnected bedroom, and technology holds the keys. Digital intimacy brings undeniable psychological and emotional benefits. It offers convenience, the ability to connect whenever and wherever without the need for travel or physical logistics. It creates a sense of safety for those who want to explore their desires without immediate physical risk, whether due to health concerns, distance, or personal comfort levels. It also allows people to experiment with fantasies and identities in a controlled environment, which can lead to greater self-awareness and confidence. For some, it becomes a lifeline, a way to maintain closeness in long-distance relationships or to experience connection when in-person opportunities are limited. But alongside these benefits come significant risks. Over-reliance on virtual intimacy can lead to detachment from physical reality, making real-world relationships feel less engaging or fulfilling. Emotional dependency on a digital partner, especially one created by AI, can create imbalance and limit real-world social growth. There's also the danger of diminished in-person intimacy, where the ease of virtual interaction makes face-to-face vulnerability harder to sustain. Body image can be impacted as well. with curated visuals and filters setting unrealistic expectations for appearance and performance. While digital intimacy can boost sexual confidence for some, it can equally erode self-esteem for others depending on how it is experienced and the emotional dynamics involved. Digital intimacy is challenging some of the oldest ideas we have about relationships. For centuries, intimacy was defined by physical presence, shared domestic life, and exclusive commitment within clear social boundaries. Now, technology has blurred those boundaries, creating connections that can be emotionally and sexually fulfilling without physical contact at all. This shift has sparked debates about what counts as real intimacy and whether digital connections should be considered equal to in-person ones. Generational differences play a major role in these attitudes. Younger generations, raised on smartphones and social media, often see digital intimacy as natural and valid, while older generations may view it with suspicion or as a poor substitute for the real thing. At the same time, media, pornography, and pop culture have heavily shaped perceptions of what digital intimacy looks like. Movies and television normalize sexting, video calls, and even VR-based sexual encounters, while pornography has influenced expectations around performance and appearance in virtual spaces. Pop culture often portrays these interactions with a mix of fascination and fear, celebrating their novelty while warning of their dangers. As these portrayals continue, they shape how society perceives digital intimacy, creating both openness to its possibilities and anxiety about its implications. Ethics in digital intimacy begin with one unshakable rule: consent. In the digital space, consent must be explicit, informed, and ongoing, just as in any physical relationship. But the challenges are amplified because once content is shared online, control over it can easily be lost. This opens the door to serious risks such as digital exploitation, where intimate images or videos are obtained and shared without permission. Revenge porn, the non-consensual distribution of sexual content, has become a widespread threat, causing emotional trauma, reputational damage, and even professional consequences. Data leaks from hacked devices or insecure platforms add another layer of vulnerability, reminding us that privacy in the digital age is never guaranteed. These risks make it essential to choose secure communication channels, encrypt data, and establish clear agreements before sharing intimate material. Another critical issue is age verification. The ease of creating fake identities online makes it possible for underage individuals to access explicit content or become targets of exploitation. Safeguarding vulnerable populations means not only having strict legal frameworks, but also ensuring education, awareness, and technological safeguards are in place. Without these protections, the digital landscape can become a dangerous place, turning what should be a consensual, positive experience into a source of harm. The future of digital intimacy is moving toward experiences that are increasingly immersive, interactive, and indistinguishable from physical reality. Virtual reality is already making it possible to share simulated spaces with lifelike avatars, while augmented reality overlays digital elements onto real-world interactions. Haptic technology, devices that simulate touch, will soon allow people to physically feel sensations during virtual encounters, creating a level of realism that could blur the line between digital and physical sex. Artificial intelligence is evolving into responsive, emotionally attuned companions that learn preferences, moods, and even relationship histories, making interactions feel deeply personal. This opens the door to hybrid relationships, where part of the intimacy is shared physically with human partners, and part is experienced digitally with AI or virtual partners. Such relationships could redefine concepts of fidelity, commitment, and even emotional fulfillment. But they also raise profound ethical questions. Can a relationship with an AI be considered real if the feelings are one-sided? Could reliance on AI partners reduce interest in human relationships? And who is responsible if an AI partner is programmed in ways that encourage unhealthy behaviors? As these technologies develop, society will have to decide where the boundaries of digital intimacy should be drawn and how to navigate the balance between innovation and ethics. In the end, digital intimacy is neither inherently good nor inherently bad. It is simply a tool shaped entirely by how we choose to use it. It can bridge distances, protect boundaries, and open new avenues for self-expression. Or it can create emotional isolation, privacy risks, and unrealistic expectations. The deciding factor will always be the intentions, ethics, and awareness of the people involved. We are entering a world where love, desire, and connection are no longer confined to physical presence, where a screen can be a window into genuine intimacy and a headset can feel like an embrace. But as we embrace these possibilities, we must also remain grounded in the values that make intimacy meaningful: consent, honesty, respect, and care. Technology can enhance connection, but it should never replace the human responsibility to protect one another's dignity and well-being. So the real question for the future is not whether digital intimacy will grow. It will. The question is whether we will shape it into something that deepens our humanity or allow it to hollow it out. Because in the end, intimacy is not defined by the medium. It is defined by the authenticity of the connection. And that truth will remain no matter how advanced our technology becomes.